Factorific. Having fun with facts and the alternate truth. I was one of those individuals that is a glass full type of person, going a million miles an hour and burning the candle on both ends. Although I did tend to crash and became one of those glass half empty sorts. Studies have proven that positive or negative thinking can impact your mental and physical health, and that being a positive thinker far outweighs the other choice. I gave a lot of thought in regards to just how people can stay in the state of bliss. My research helped, and I began to mimic how it was being done. My happiness in turn was growing at a good pace, and I seemingly have found my peace. But mindful practice cannot be put aside. Here is a rundown that you could use to utilize and expand your bliss. 1. Give yourself full authority. The authority to feel what's going on with yourself. Laugh out loud with a full belly laugh. Cry real hard, let go of it all, and just howl if you need to. Fail and acknowledge that everyone fails, and if you have never failed, you have never tried. Authorize yourself to be extraordinary, and dream big, just go for it. You can arrive at your fantasies, but only if you allow it. 2. Don't compare. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, the harm to oneself is staggering. Doing this is comparable to slow death. We're all different and at different points in our lives. What's important to one person is not to another. So, by doing this we simply damage ourselves. Be kind to yourself, your only concern should be with yourself. 3. Don't replay your problems. Over the years, I have learned that you do not need to have it all figured out. Blissful folks don't focus on themselves and their concerns. They don't over-investigate the issue of the day and head down that rabbit hole. Go do something else and stop fixating on problems and yourself. Get out there and change it up. 4. Help others, and don't forget about you in the process. Happy people have a lot to share and want to give back, so help others. Assisting others will actually help you to be blissful. Volunteer to help friends and family or non-profit organizations in your community. Selfless acts where the betterment for others is at the forefront of your mind, without giving any consideration of getting anything back. Keep in mind that you always need to consider yourself as very important. Do not allow yourself to get emotionally, physically, mentally, or spiritually drained. Be the master of your destiny, and only volunteer the allotted time that works for you. Stay firm on this. Keeping your boundaries intact is paramount to your long-term happiness and health. 5. Only choose positive friends. Choosing positive friends who you find supportive, caring, and upbeat, that only have your best interests in mind, is simply the way to a better life. If you're hanging out with people that make you feel down, upset, hyper, angry, tired, or you get depressed after or during your time with them, then spend less time with these sorts of folks. Focus on friends that make your life happier, groom and maintain these relationships for an enriched and fuller life. 6. Prepare to zigzag. When things are not turning out well for you, or when you feel off, remain hopeful and be mindful. Recalibrate the energy in your body by zigzagging and adapting. Let's say you eat some pasta, and you feel bloated, or feel awful, then simply don't eat it. Take note of that beer, or glass of wine you drank, if it makes you feel poorly. If something makes you feel crappy, lose your focus and/or concentration, then stop it. You need to be aware. If you're feeling lousy, stuck, or bloated, get up and do something, take action, go for a walk. Finish or start a project you've been meaning to. Do something different. Go for a walk somewhere different. The body is a perfect motion machine, as they say, use it or lose it. If feeling restless or unfocused, do some yoga, take a hot shower, or bath, try to get some sleep, naps are good too. 7. Your peace of mind. I used to think bliss was tied in with being absolutely overjoyed. To balance my sensations of sadness and misery, I came to the realization that it was not sustainable to think that I would be always in a state of complete bliss. Like yin and yang. If there is an absolute high, then opposing is an absolute low. It is unsustainable. Don't get sucked into believing that you need these highs. What you need is balance. relaxed balance at peace is obtainable. When you're at peace, there truly is a greater chance of contentment with yourself. 8. Don't make your intimate relationships your whole life. I used to think the individual I was involved with was there to give me my bliss, as opposed to supplement it. Cheerful individuals comprehend that those they are in relationship with are an expansion to, and not a culmination of them. They carry on with full lives, so that by the day's end, they have a lot more to share with their partner. Don't depend on your partner to mend your temperament, mend you, or occupy your unfilled time and space. Keep in mind as well that you have no obligation to do that for your mate. Support is a significant piece of a relationship. We're there on the terrible days, with empathy and a caring hug. We're there on the great days, to root them on. However, generally, we depend on ourselves to give that to ourselves. We believe that our partners can grapple with their own devils. We offer space for them to find their own satisfaction, while we center around making our own. 9. Do some exercise. Like the song says, move your body. Even moderate exercise releases chemicals in your brain that lift your mood. It can help you sleep better, have more energy, and keep your heart healthy. This cannot be overstated, and should probably be number 1 as opposed to number 9. Choose an exercise that you enjoy. If it helps, do it with a friend or listen to music, just do it. Adults should aim for 150 minutes a week minimum. 10. Use your senses. As is commonly said, life is not made up of big moments, but many little ones, that will create a fantastic life. If you lie around waiting for those big moments, then you will most likely spend your life full of regrets. Blissful individuals get joy from partaking in the straightforward delights throughout everyday life, and normally they're associated with our faculties. This unobtrusive mindfulness makes critical snapshots of satisfaction through our senses. Like the joys in hugging the warmth of a hot chocolate on a cool winter day, the taste of chocolate melting on your tongue, riding your bike down a country road, enjoying the sensations that surround you, the smell of fresh cut grass, or hugging your person or pet, the fragrance of the woods or park after a fresh rain. Just think about these encounters, and let your brain absorb them. This will make your day much brighter, and raise your spirits. So keep an open mind, and try to expand your own joy. And smell the roses.